Hi guys, Joseph here, and this is Business in 10. This video is part 2 on pricing strategy and how to price your product or service. I hope you watch part 1. If not, please do. I am sure you will find it very informative. I left your link in the description section. My name is Joseph Elchakia, and I have over 30 years of business experience. If you want to know more about me, please visit my website, businessin10.com. I left your link in the description section. I have a blog for this video on my website if you would like to read more. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell button. In part 1, we discussed the 2 steps to pricing. 1, establish your base. And 2, price your product or service. And to establish your base, you need to know your competition. You need to know your cost, and you need to know your position in the market. In this video, we'll discuss the second step, price your product or service. Here's the pricing equation we discussed in part 1. Price equal cost of goods sold plus overhead cost plus profit. Let's discuss the variables in detail. Cost of goods sold. This is the cost that is directly related to your product or service, like labor and material to make your product or deliver your service. Overhead cost. This is all the other cost that is not directly related to your product or service, like rent, hydro, your salary, your staff salary, marketing cost, sales cost, operation cost, and so on. Profit. In my opinion, this is where pricing becomes interesting. This is a number where most people struggle with. In the profit number, you should consider 6 items. 1, unforeseen conditions. 2, growth. 3, return on investment. 4, brand value. 5, supply and demand. And 6, marketing initiatives. Let's go through them in details. 1, unforeseen conditions. More often than not, and most companies don't see every cost that is associated with their operation. So include a small percentage in your profit, 1 to 2%. 2, growth. If you want to grow your company, you need healthy profits. Figure out the cost of your growth and include this number in your profit. 3, return on investment. Your shareholders expect a return on their investment, so include a number in your profit. 4, brand value. If you think your brand has a higher value than your competition, then you should include a number in your profit. An example of that, Apple and Nike. These companies always price their product higher than their competition because they know they have a premium brand. And guess what? Their customers buy the product knowing that Apple and Nike are more expensive. 5, supply and demand. Here's an example to make the point. Let's say I'm selling orange and there's a limited supply in the market and there is high demand. In this case, I can ask for a little bit more money and people will still buy. The opposite of that would be there's too much orange in the market. In this case, I would have to lower my price. Otherwise, no one will buy. Why? Because the customer can buy it somewhere else for a lower price. So understand the supply and demand of your product and include the number in your profit. 6, marketing initiatives. There are many examples of marketing initiatives. I will be sharing only 2 to make the point. 1, lost leader. An example of that is Costco rotisserie chicken. If you have been to Costco, you would know that their chicken is sold at a low price. Actually, they lose money on their chicken. In fact, they would tell you that they would lose $20 to $30 million every year on their rotisserie chicken. So why would Costco do that? They do it to bring you to the store. And if you have noticed, they have the rotisserie chicken all the way at the back of the store. So you have to walk all the way to the back of the store to pick up the chicken. Next to the chicken, they have very profitable items like desserts and salad. So when you pick up the chicken, you may pick up these highly profitable items. Then you have to walk all the way to the front of the store to pay. And along the way, you may pick up other items. Very clever, eh? You see, Costco is not in the business to lose money. In fact, they make lots of money. They just price the chicken as a loss leader to bring you to the store. And they make money from other items that you may buy. Another marketing initiative anchor pricing. So let's say I have a valuable item and I ask you, how much would you price this item? The perception that you have is this item should be expensive. And so you would tell me it should be priced at $1,000. Then I would say, you know what? I'm going to price it at $500. So you rush and buy the product because you think it should be priced at $1,000 and you are getting a good deal. But my intention from the beginning was to sell it at $500. I'm going to let you watch the following video. No one did this better than Steve Jobs when he was announcing the iPad pricing.
An amazing product, tremendous breadth. What should we price it at? Well, if you listen to the pundits, we're going to price it under $1,000, which is code for $999. When we set out to develop the iPad, we not only had very ambitious technical goals and user interface goals, but we had a very aggressive price goal because we want to put this in the hands of lots of people. And just like we were able to meet or exceed our technical goals, we have met our cost goals. And I am thrilled to announce to you that the iPad pricing starts not at $999, but at just $499. $499.
Cool video, eh? So we just discussed the 6 elements that go into the profit. You see, large companies know these elements very well and they manipulate them to come up with their prices. You should do the same. Look at these elements from your perspective and manipulate them relative to your market and come up with your price. Another thing about the pricing equation, which is price equals cost plus profit, this equation is for you. You need to know your cost and you need to know your profit to understand your price. And here's something else you should know. Your customer does not care about your cost. All they care about is if they are getting value for the money they're spending. So price from a customer perspective is different. It has nothing to do with your cost. But you need to understand your cost so that you can price your product to make money. And if your price is high because your cost is high, well, you need to figure out a way to reduce your cost so that you can make money. Also, it is important for you to know that price is not a constant. In fact, price should change over time. So come up with your price and test it. If your price is doing very well, then you can adjust it a bit higher by manipulating the profit element and test your price again and keep doing it until you come up with the most optimal price for your product. I hope you enjoyed this video and make sure to watch part 1. I left you a link in the description section. If you did enjoy this video, please share it and hit that thumbs up button. Write me a comment and tell me what you think. Please subscribe to this channel and hit that bell button. Please don't forget to pick up my ebook. It is yours for free. It is on how to run a successful business. I left you a link in the description section. Thank you.